Mission. Proportional reasoning. 10 questions. No mistakes allowed. Let's go. Which quotation from a work by a historian would best illustrate the student's claim? Option A. Lumumba is a difficult figure to evaluate due to the starkly conflicting opinions he inspired during his life and continues to inspire today. Option B. The available information makes it clear that Lumumba's political beliefs and values were largely consistent throughout his career. Option C. Lumumba's practical accomplishments can be passed over quickly. It is mainly as the personification of Congolese independence that he warrants scholarly attention. Option D. Many questions remain about Lumumba's ultimate vision for an independent Congo. Without new evidence coming to light, these questions are likely to remain unanswered. The correct answer is C. Full breakdowns in the description. Which quotation from Barchester Towers most effectively illustrates the claim? Option A. It must not be taken as proof that Dr. Prouty was a man of great mental powers, or even of much capacity for business, for such qualities had not been required in him. Option B. Dr. Prouty was comparatively young, and had, as he fondly flattered himself, been selected as possessing such gifts, natural and acquired, as must be sure to recommend him to a yet higher notice. Option C. Dr. Prouty's residence in the metropolis, rendered necessary by duties thus entrusted to him, his high connections, and the peculiar talents and nature of the man, recommended him to persons in power. Option D. Dr. Prouty was certainly possessed of sufficient tact to answer the purpose for which he was required without making himself troublesome. The correct answer is B. Which quotation from the poem most effectively illustrates the claim? Option A. Often rebuked, yet always back returning divided by to those first feelings that were born with me, and leaving busy chase of wealth and learning divided by for idle dreams of things which cannot be. Option B. I'll walk but not in old heroic traces, and not in paths of high morality, and not among the half-distinguished faces, the clouded forms of long past history. Option C. I'll walk where my own nature would be leading, it vexes me to choose another guide, where the gray flocks in ferny glens are feeding, where the wild wind blows on the mountain side. Option D. Today I will seek not the shadowy region, its unsustaining vastness waxes drear, in visions rising legion after legion, bring the unreal world too strangely near. The correct answer is C. Which quotation from Valia most effectively illustrates the claim? Option A. The hand in which he carried his book was getting stiff with cold, but he would not ask his mother to take the book from him. Option B. Valia was reading a huge, very huge book, almost half as large as himself. Option C. Valia approached the window and examined the toys. Option D. Everything in the room was quiet, so quiet that the only thing to be heard was the rustling of the pages he turned. The correct answer is D. Which choice most effectively uses a quotation from King Lear to illustrate the claim? Option A says of himself, I am a man divided by more sinned against than sinning. Option B says during a growing storm, this tempest will not give me leave to ponder, divided by on things would hurt me more. Option C says to himself while striking his head, beat at this gate that let thy folly and divided by and thy dear judgment out. Option D says of himself, I will do such things, what they are yet I know not, but they shall be divided by the terrors of the earth. The correct answer is C. Which quotation from On Virtue most effectively illustrates the claim? Option A. Attend me virtue through my youthful years, O leave me not to the false joys of time, but guide my steps to endless life and bliss. Option B. I cease to wonder, and no more attempt divided by thine height to explore, or fathom thy profound. Option C. O thou bright jewel in my aim, I strive divided by to comprehend thee. Thine own words declare divided by wisdom is higher than a fool can reach. Option D. But O my soul, sink not into despair, virtue is near thee, and with gentle hand divided by would now embrace thee, hovers o'er thine head. The correct answer is A. Check the description for the full explanation. Which quotation from When Dawn Comes to the City most effectively illustrates the claim? Option A. A lonely newsboy hurries by, humming a recent ditty, red streaks strike through the gray of the sky, the dawn comes to the city, New York City. Option B. Dark figures start for work, I watch them sadly shuffle on, / 'tis dawn in New York, but I would be on the island of the sea, in the heart of the island of the sea. Option C. And the shaggy nanny goat is calling divided by from her little trampled corner of the long wide lea divided by that stretches to the waters of the hill stream falling divided by sheer upon the flat rocks joyously. Option D. The tired cars go grumbling by, the moaning groaning cars and the old milk carts go rumbling by divided by under the same dull stars. The correct answer is B. Which quotation from John of God, the water carrier most effectively illustrates the claim? Option A. Very happy he would jog home, the heavy silver pieces in his leather pockets making a discreet and dulcet trink track between his jugs and his body. Option B. He learned that the city aguader may not blow his whistle to halt the traffic while he gravely crosses the street, but must wait for the passing of many vehicles, some with horses and some outlandishly without. Option C. From early morn to the fall of the afternoon he would go from fountain to fountain and from portal to portal, his lean body so accustomed to bending that he never thought of straightening it, his head bowed as if in prayer. Option D. When his first jugs had worn out, the sweet-scented porous red clay becomes perforated in time. He had buried them to their necks in the corner where he slept, and they were now his treasury. The correct answer is C. Which quotation from a participant would best illustrate the researcher's claim? Option A. After I came out of the haunted house, I felt very accomplished and less stressed. Option B. My friends kept laughing as we were walking through the haunted house. Option C. The haunted house was scary at first, but I knew everyone was just acting, so I felt less scared after a few minutes. Option D. The sense of relief I felt at the end of the haunted house was similar to the feelings I have when I finish a scary movie. The correct answer is A. Which quotation from Odalie most effectively illustrates the claim? Option A. Mardi Gras was a tiresome day after all, she sighed, and Tante Louise agreed with her for once. Option B. In the old French house on Royal Street, with its quaint windows and Spanish courtyard green and cool, and made musical by the plashing of the fountain and the trill of caged birds, lived Odalie in convent-like seclusion. Option C. When one is shut up in a great French house with a grim sleepy tante and no companions of one's own age, life becomes a dull thing, and one is ready for any new sensation. Option D. It was Mardi Gras day at last, and early through her window Odalie could hear the jingle of folly bells on the participants' costumes, the tinkle of music and the echoing strains of songs. The correct answer is C. Okay, you're built different. That score is genuinely wild. Drop it in the comments. New questions drop tomorrow.